More stimulus is coming, and it's coming fast. Today on Major Money Matters. Okay, Major Money Matter tip for today. There was a bill that was passed last week. Congress passed a bill where we're going to be getting more stimulus in the form of the child tax credit. And this is going to come July 15th. And this is important because this stimulus is coming faster than previous stimulus payments have come. It's going to be more money in the hands of Americans. And stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'll tell you how I think this is going to affect the housing market and what's happening in our economy. Many Americans will start seeing payments on July 15th. And those payments will come in the form of $300 per month payments that will be delivered every single month on the 15th of the month. And then your remaining balance, the remaining installment of that child tax credit will come in April of 2022. So you receive $300 per month for the rest of the month. And then let's say you have one child, for example, the child tax credit increase from $2,000 to $3,600. So if you have one child, you are entitled to $3,600. That's assuming you are married filing joint and your adjusted gross income is not above $150,000, or you are single and your adjusted gross income is not above $75,000. So your one child would be worth $3,600. That means that you would get $300 for the last 6 months of 2021, every single month. That's a total of $1,800. And then the remainder of that money will be paid to you in April of 2022. So for a total of $3,600. And this is quite significant. It's extra money in the pockets of Americans. If you have, 3 children, that's about $1,000 into your pocket every single month. And the IRS is going to continue to send out the previous stimulus checks and the previous plus up checks until that's all resolved. And then they're going to start sending out these other checks also. Now, question may be asked, what if I am having a child in 2021? If you are having a child in 2021, you will still get the child tax credit, the $3,600, in that for 2021. If you're pregnant and you're having a child this year. Some other things to be aware of. There's a qualification for the child tax credit. Children 5 and under receive the full $3,600. So you get the full $3,600 for children 5 and under. For children between 6 and 17, there's a maximum of $3,000 per child, and for children 18 to 24-year-olds who are still claimed on their parents' tax returns, they will get a one-time payment of $500. Now, there are some nuances, like what if somebody goes from age 5 to age 6 during the year, or what if someone goes from 24 to 25 during the year, and they kind of phase out of the stages here. And the solution is they would get the lower amount if they go from one bracket into another. By the way, I'm going to post a calculator in the notes of this video, so you can log in and see what your payment is going to be based on your adjusted gross income and the amount of children that you actually have. A couple other notes. You can opt out of receiving these payments right now. If you know that you're going to want that money, you can choose to take the money all. Now, keep in mind, this is a tax credit, not a tax deduction. So this is dollar for dollar money to you. So this is money that directly reduces your taxes dollar for dollar, or money that comes back to you if you are getting a refund, which is different than a tax deduction, which your home interest is. It reduces the amount that you pay on your taxes. but it does not necessarily give you a dollar for dollar credit. So if you'd rather opt out and you'd rather take the money in your child tax credit in 2022, the entire amount for that child, that one child of $3,600, you can do that. The IRS says that they're going to have this portal active on July 1st. Reminder, it's the IRS. It's a government entity. When they put out dates, good luck. So they're supposed to have it active on July 1st, but if you have a child, you need to update something within that within this year. You can do that on July 1st, starting with by going to the IRS portal. A couple other things. As I said, so this is $3,600 per child. So if you're having twins this year, that's $7,200. Triplets, $10,800 that you're going to get extra on your taxes. Problem is you're not sleeping, but you're going to have some money to offset your lack of sleep. You do need to file your 2020 taxes in order to get this money. You do need to do that. Now, the IRS automatically is accounting for people who filed by the May 17th tax deadline. But if you did not file by the May 17th tax deadline, and you may have an extension, you do have to file your 2020 taxes in order to get this money. So again, I'm going to put in the comments of this video a calculator that'll help you calculate how much stimulus you're going to be getting. But this is going to start rolling out on July 15th, going into Americans' pockets. Now, whenever there is stimulus, some of it goes to economic activity where people buy more products and it stimulates the economy. But these days, I'm seeing that whenever there's stimulus, a lot of people are investing in the stock market and buying Bitcoin and things like that. I believe that a lot of the stimulus money is you're going to see a increase in stocks because people are going to continue to invest in things like Robinhood and do Bitcoin and different cryptocurrencies. I believe you're going to see those things just continue to go. And, this money is going to essentially be a pass-through vehicle for the stock market because there are many people who need this money, but there are many people who don't really need the money. And they're going to find other things to do with this. Now, people come here and they come here to learn about the housing market. How do I believe this is going to affect the housing market? Well, I can tell you that when many people got their stimulus checks 3, 4, 5 months ago, when they got the stimulus check at the beginning of the year, many people used that stimulus check for appraisal clauses and down payments on homes. And I anticipate that you're going to see the same types of things here where people say, hey, I'm going to save up this money for 3 or 4 months, and then I'm going to have money to put down an appraisal clause, put a down payment on a home, pay my closing costs to get into a home. The end result, prices are going to continue to rise. So if you're one of these people that are saying doom and gloom, the crash of the market is coming, the housing crash is coming, there's simply money that's being pumped into Americans' pockets, and they're using that money to get into properties and using that money to pay more on properties. So my prediction is you're going to see this is going to feed into the housing market and prices simply continuing to rise, and it's going to be more and more challenging for people to get into homes. Does that mean you should rent? Probably not. Inflation is coming. The fact that the government is sending out stimulus checks really means that inflation is more likely to come, and we're already seeing it. Guys, inflation is not it's not a theory anymore. The CEO of Heinz, Warren Buffett, owns Heinz Ketchup, and he said, "Look, we're starting to see inflation in the products in our raw material. So you're going to start seeing that increase, and it is impossible for home prices to drop when inflation is ongoing. And when you have inflation driving things up, home prices ride that wave. So my advice is, if you're not in the housing market, to get into the housing market. The worst place you can be right now, well, the worst place spiritually you could be was without Jesus in your life. The worst place physically you could be is outside of the housing market. So I encourage you to get in, get a strategy, work with the lender and a real estate agent that can help you get into a property and really help you out, ride this wave that we're on, because this is just the season that we're in. We've got 3.5 more years of this administration, and it appears that part of this administration strategy for getting the economy going is going to be lots and lots of stimulus. So it's going to continue. So that's it. Again, if you have questions, you can reach out to us at Align Mortgage of Hawaii. We can definitely help you out. I'm licensed in 6 states. Please reach out to me if you have any questions where you need a mortgage or a housing question, and we're here to help you get into home ownership. God bless you. See you next time on Major Money Matters.